What's cracking, y'all? Chad here. So, I'm going to talk about a couple of things that are controversial here. You can skip out, you can do whatever you want, whatever. But I've into the idea of the flat earth. I'm not saying I believe it. I'm not saying, there's some good points that, but anyways, in sitting here and thinking about all of this, I've, you know, I, the government wants to keep the people divided. I will say that. And there's a ploy in that in every single way, every single day. Whether it be your sports teams, your race, your color, your religion, your creed, male, female, somebody wanting to become a male, somebody wanting to become a female, somebody. It's all just different ways for us to be torn apart, for us to have an argument with each other, for us to have some sort of problem with somebody else. If we could become a united people, we would be so much better off. Everybody helping everybody. And trust me, I know this is a idea, but most of you know, be the light, the difference, the one in a million, be the change. That is my whole soul. Ah. Anyway, like I said, I was just laying here thinking about all this stuff. Like, men like to blame everything on women. Well, not everything, but they say, oh, da 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 da. Women put everything on men. But it's a union. It's a mesh. It's your compatibility. And I understand everybody's not going to be compatible. But the sooner we realize that everybody's not going to be compatible with everybody, the sooner we can realize that everybody doesn't have to be like me, like you, like the person next to you. We are individuals. We do have our own minds. We have our own ways of thinking. We have our own perceptions of things. And sometimes the only way to bring those perceptions out or for somebody to see a different perception is to have a debate, to be able to talk about things intellectually, not argue, not fight, debate. I love a good debate. And when it comes to some of this stuff with the flat earth things, and that's what's made me realize a lot of this is a true globie, they're brainwashed. I'm sorry. They're not a free thinker, and I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm not trying to do that. But in my research to questions that I have about the flat earth theory, when I ask somebody that's a true round earther, they haven't really looked into things. They just, well, that's the way it is. Okay, and something I've tried to explain to somebody that is a true globie, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me say that. But when somebody that's looking into a flat earth asks a question of why can't you see a satellite in any of the videos, any of the pictures, unless they're working on one, you don't see one. And these people all refraction. Okay, well, if the sun is behind the space station or whatever when they're doing their spacewalk, and the space station is in the sun and the Earth, then the satellites in orbit should be between the space station and the Earth. And with the sun behind, you should see a reflection off of such said satellite orbit. People get mad when you won't accept an answer from NASA or from SETI. Okay, these are the agencies that these people are questioning. So if you come up with any other type of proof to them other than what they said so, how, they're going to get upset. You know what I'm saying? And when you can't answer any further past what you've tried to answer because you don't know anything beyond they said so, you get frustrated and lash out. And that's with everybody. That's with everybody. When somebody doesn't know how to go somewhere, when they can't get to the, answer a question, when they can't, how many times have you told your kids, "Oh, f off, go," because you couldn't answer one of their questions, or somebody else, And I'm not trying to make this about a flat Earth, round Earth. I'm just using that as an example. Like I said, I don't believe in a flat Earth theory, but I don't necessarily believe in a round Earth theory either. I don't know. There's just so many different possibilities. And I'm not trying to discriminate against anybody for their opinion, for their thought, for their choice, for their perspective. But why get mad at somebody else for theirs? Why not question everything when we've already been lied to about so many things by them? Why doesn't somebody have the right to look into something else? Why can't there be another theory? And that's, it is theories. That's all anything in life is theories. Am I going to be compatible with this person? Are we going to fight? Are we going to... It's all a theory, you know? Anyways, I've rambled enough. For those of you that have made it this far, I love you. Remember, be the light, the difference, the 1 in a million, be the change. Change starts with that person looking back at you in the mirror. Back at you. Yes, you. Love y'all.